Well, it's beautiful sunset time here in Southern California, and there's been some great talk about co-ops and things of that sort. And when we were cleaning out the family homestead, I came across all of these membership cards from back in the day for Calavo. That was, I think, the original one. There's another one. And I think this was kind of in the middle. So Calavo was a co-op my folks were members of when they planted the 10 acres of avocados before they even moved to Southern California. And it was great. It was owned by the growers to help the growers, and they had packing houses and they would have pickers, and basically the growers, all they had to focus on was growing the food, or specifically the avocados. And then the co-op would come in and pick them and pack them, market them, sell them, and then cut the co-op and the grower a check for what they produced. It was a great model. However, at some point, and I don't know the exact dates, they became a corporation, and we, as a member of the co-op, got some shares of stock, which was a good thing. But they started going and importing fruits from Chile, Mexico, Peru, because they could import at a cheaper price than paying the growers here in Southern California. Also, at some point in the past, the California Avocado Commission and the Haas Avocado Board were started, and basically by law, we as growers have to provide the California Avocado Commission and the Haas Avocado Board, I think, about 4 cents on every dollar to them. So that way they can further marketing avocados to everyone in the United States. So it only makes sense if you have all of the growers here in California ponying up a couple pennies here and there to market avocados to everyone, and everyone wants more avocados, that corporations are going to find ways to import more avocados. And it's cheaper to import them from Mexico than to pay the local farmers here in California, or cheaper to import from Peru or from Chile. Now, this isn't necessarily a bad thing, because avocados in California really can only be grown part of the year. So having avocados being imported from Mexico when California isn't producing avocados makes complete sense. But unfortunately, no one can see into the future. So when Clinton signed NAFTA into existence, then that kind of took out all of the restraints for importing avocados from Chile, Peru, Mexico. And so now we could import avocados year-round from other countries. Unfortunately, the result was prices paid to California farmers and growers of avocados didn't keep up with the cost of producing them, mainly water and labor. So as I believe Tell so eloquently explained in one of their comments, everybody's really out on their own for growing avocados. There really isn't a co-op to help us growers here in Southern California. The closest thing I've been able to find is the California Avocado Society, and just in general, the San Diego Farm Bureau. If you have other questions, comments, I'd love to hear your thoughts, your opinions, and your suggestions. Follow along for more.